welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Bazzano, along with the self-proclaimed Mr. Cool, Josh Reese.
I am Mr. Cool. Why do you always, I don't know when we're starting. You just randomly start the episode. I'm just doing random silly stuff, trying to get you to laugh because you're a very serious person in real life. So I'm trying to get you to laugh, and then you're just like, hey guys, welcome into the podcast, everyone, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, great. Now you make me look like a tool. And I'm sure that's what people are going to be seeing whenever they look on the live stream. It's not really a live stream. On the YouTube, they're going to look at like, oh, there goes Josh being dumb and silly. I'm not dumb and silly in real life. I was just trying to get Andrew to laugh.
So I'm a serious person in real life?
Yeah, you're one of the most serious people that I know. When you turn off this mic, it's 100% different.
And we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling?
I am not a troll, as I explained to you.
I'm a serious person.
I'm
a serious person?
Yeah, I've seen you before be very, very serious and stern.
God.
Yeah. When we were talking to our other colleague, Ryan Rocket, I told you I am just a truth teller.
I think every word that came out of my mouth was a joke when we were in there. So how am I a
couldn't
serious
tell.
person?
I couldn't tell because me and Ryan were talking about we were talking about very, very powerful things.
Someone asked me Wednesday night, a fan said, have you ever punched Josh for trolling so much?
I don't troll.
And it's making me wonder if I
There was another guy who tweeted me. I can't remember his name, but thank you for tweeting me, bro. He says that he agrees with me. I am not a troll. Like me and I'm sure this other man, we are just truth tellers.
Well, you've seen that South Park episode where all the trolls unite.
No, I did not.
Yes, you have. Don't you watch every South Park episode?
I haven't watched South Park in a couple of years. They've kind of went off the rails.
Oh my God.
I watch Archer. I watch other cartoons.
Little Pony, My Little Pony.
Sometimes, I've just started watching Total Divas again. I'm getting back into that.
That's a cartoon?
No, they have cartoon characters in it.
Oh boy.
No, but seriously, okay.
Oh, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
But on a real note, I feel like because we have a platform on this podcast. We go out to many, many, many hundreds of thousands of listeners.
All time? We're getting up to like 800,000.
There we go. Time. We're about to break 1.00 million. But anyways, I feel like we should just be real for a moment. And if you're in America and you are seeing what's going down in the Carolinas right now, I think you should understand that is not something that all Americans take part in. We are people that are very happy and joyful people, and the people who are doing that kind of stuff are really kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're nowhere close to where that's happening right now.
I know, but I'm just saying, we have fans that listen from Canada, fans that listen from England. They might be like, oh my God, maybe Josh and Andrew aren't going to be safe because, racism is starting to take over America. Although I guess you would be fine. I'm the one that would need to be concerned a little bit. But I'm just saying.
So, because only white people can be racist, right?
Did you see that crowd?
No, I did, but I'm saying... Only white people can be racist?
It's not true. There's plenty of other black people, Mexican people that are racist. But I feel like they're more racist against their own kind. But no, I mean that was
how Mexicans hate Spain, people from Spain and
yes, because they're rich and snobby, and especially Puerto Ricans. But anyways, I just want to let people know we do not condone any other actions that these Americans are taking. It's very like I said, we have a platform, Andrew. We should use our platform for good.
Oh, what else is in the news today, Josh?
Well, there's plenty of other things.
Oh, what's the stocks look like today? Hold on, what's the Dow? How's the Dow doing?
I tell you,
let me look that up, and we can talk about that.
Sure,
because that's what this podcast is really for.
I'll tell you one thing.
And American politics.
I'll tell you one thing. If you are getting into stocks,
CNN.com. Let's see.
Go ahead.
No, what were you saying?
I was saying, if you are getting into stocks right now, try to buy SiriusXM stock. That is what I'm pushing right now.
It's never been good.
SiriusXM, it's on the come up, and now they're starting to pay dividends. They've never paid dividends before.
Really? They are?
Yeah, they're starting to pay dividends.
For them?
They bought a share. They bought a big percentage of Pandora. So
Oh,
now
they did?
they have
That's
a couple shares of not shares, but they have a couple seats on the board of Pandora.
Look at these guys fighting on this picture of
Yeah,
CNN.
no,
Jesus
but
Christ.
that's
state
what's-
of emergency.
Yes, they brought
What
out
the fuck?
they brought out the not the militia, the
Trump said there's no place for this kind of violence in America, yet anytime he holds a press conference, he talks about how he wants to beat someone up or that, Hillary should be taken out. What a fuck.
I agree. I agree. There is some mixed messages, and the thing that really got me going, got my goat going, was David Duke. I don't know if you know this name. He's
No.
he's the leader of the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was.
Well, you just assume I know who he is because I'm white?
No, I know who he is. I'm Hispanic. I know this because I keep an eye out for all these shady characters.
Okay.
But anyways, no. So
Kim Kardashian. I'm not a bad mom. That's a story on CNN. Even CNN is.
that's not a story. That's fake.
Trump was right. It is
That's
fake news.
But anyways, David Duke said, what did he say? He said, we need to take back America, just like Trump said. And I'm thinking, what do you mean? Who are you taking America from? Who owns America?
Yeah.
I don't understand this. I don't get it. And like our colleague Ryan Rocket was saying, if it really is the black people or the Mexicans that are taking over America, is it really that great for black people or Mexicans in America? It doesn't seem like we're taking over America, but yet we are the people that get blamed for these
Just
things.
in sports,
Yeah, we do own baseball.
I mean, look, The Rock's the biggest movie star in the United States.
And you know
now.
what? He will fix these things when he becomes president in 2022.
It's funny how it's funny because that's not even funny anymore.
It's not. It's
Like that's what's so funny about The Rock running for president. It's not funny anymore.
Yep.
Like that'd be an improvement over Donald Trump right now.
Kid Rock is running for a U.S. Senate seat.
I don't know about Kid Rock. I don't know about Kid Rock. But like The Rock would be like just the best speaker any president has ever been. You know how great his promos would be? What a great day America is. I mean, you see his Instagram posts.
Yeah,
like
he's very positive.
Normally, I hate those motivational speaker stuff because they just say all the generic bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, today, it's going to be a great day. You're going to go out and it's like, shut the fuck up. You're bullshitting yourself.
Right.
Like, The Rock, you could believe what he's saying.
Yeah,
He's
there's a
just
lot of
that
passion
good.
and fire.
He's just
I was listening to Bruce Pritchard's podcast, and he was saying that when The Rock becomes president, that he should hire Michael Cole to be the public speaker, the speaker of the guy, and then Brian Gewirtz could be the, I guess was the old writer for Raw or whatever. He could be the speech writer for The Rock.
And then when Cole gets fired, there'll be an anonymous Speaker of the House.
Sure, and then Ronaldo will take over.
I just received an email.
Ronaldo will take over for a while.
God. Oh my
The Rock, The Rock's speech was greater. I can't even think of it.
Mamma mia! The president is not taking questions at this time.
Yes. Thank you, Andrew. I needed that. Today was a tough day. No, seriously.
And then JBL could be Secretary of Offense because he's a bully, apparently.
I just wonder when Booker T is mayor will, because he and The Rock were feuding, right? They feuded the whole time. So that means that the Booker T.
What do you mean not the whole time? But
Oh,
I think
they
had a
weren't?
feud.
Okay, I didn't know if they were like feuding the whole time while they were in the company. So they were friends sometimes, or on the right
I
side.
don't think they were ever friends, but yeah, you have a feud. It lasts a couple months. That's it.
Okay, well, I didn't know. I thought it was like a long
I
time.
don't really
feud
remember
with
their
them.
feud too much though, but I think they did have one.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering if there was any chance that Booker would eventually be on, The Rock's ticket. I don't know. Probably not as vice president, but maybe like Secretary of Defense or something, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Linda McMahon is the housing secretary for Trump?
No,
No, small business.
Small business?
Small business.
Small business.
Right?
Basically, she's in charge of destroying small business. What a bunch of bullshit.
Yes.
Anyways, I don't want to talk about any more politics. So can we get started with the
sure.
NXT?
And I apologize,
recap?
guys. I just thought that, like I mentioned, this is the platform, and I think that we should bring some big issues to the table, as they would say in WWE, because they do have a show called that.
I think the top
Bring it to
headline
the
on
table.
Yahoo is always something bullshit. Oh, no, well, it's Charleston, obviously, today.
Yeah.
Second is the Vogue cover. How stupid. Anyways, on to NXT. So,
yes. Oh, before we get into it,
no.
Did you think good episode, bad episode? What'd you think? I thought it was a pretty good episode.
Yeah,
I thought it's been better than of the last couple weeks. I thought this was one of the better ones.
It had its ups and downs, but overall it was good.
But we'll get into it. Sure.
So NXT starts with Nikki Cross screaming in the ring, which NXT started like this a few times, actually.
Yeah.
This is another time.
They seem to like her wails, her screams.
Yeah.
Wailing?
Her wails.
Wails?
Yeah. So Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf eventually join her in the ring, and she keeps screaming, AOP, AOP. So the Authors of Pain come out, and Razor gets in the ring first, but then Eric Young makes his triumphant return.
Out of?
Nowhere. Out of somewhere.
Out of somewhere.
And he attacks Akam from behind and zip ties his hand to a railing by the ramp.
Smart.
And,
for someone who's crazy, that was pretty smart.
It also made Akam look weak that he can't get out of a zip tie, you know?
It did.
Like,
zip tie should be something you could break out of.
Braun Strowman could lift an ambulance that weighs 2 tons.
But
Akam can't get out of a zip tie?
But Braun Strowman also has a tough time, slamming Roman Reigns at times.
You mean, Big Show.
Big Show.
Couldn't power slam Big Show.
That's right.
They're like, power slam! No, that's just a body slam. That's hardly a body slam.
Maybe Big Show weighs as much as an ambulance.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Yeah. So anyway, Sanity then beats the crap out of Razor. Eventually, Akam just pulls the whole railing with him and gets in the ring.
It's a good spot.
But he's, at this point, Razor's already gotten his ass kicked, so Akam gets his ass kicked too.
Yeah.
It's the first time we've seen the Authors of Pain get taken out like this.
Sure. Yeah, it was definitely strange.
Again,
them looking weak.
I can't tell if the Authors of Pain are supposed to be baby faces now. I mean, if you had to have one, it's clearly the Authors of Pain. If you had to have one, you know what I mean? Like because it's definitely not Sanity, I'm just saying, if you had to choose one, it'd be the Authors of Pain.
But I mean, why can't we have the classic heel versus heel match?
Because that's not a classic thing. Again, it seems like that is. It's just, it's just like we said about Brock Lesnar and Asuka. They are
transfacial.
Exactly.
Yes, they are.
That's what WWE likes to do sometimes. And look, they had no choice. They had no other tag team for
they do.
The Authors of Pain to fight.
They've got plenty now.
No. That could give the Authors of Pain a legitimate, run for their money.
But
it's not like you could have Sabatelli and Moss fight Authors of Pain and go, maybe they're gonna win. Like, no, of course they're not gonna win.
Have you seen those guys' bodies? Those guys are jacked. They could make it. They could maybe make a difference. The Ely brothers, those guys are huge. They are. The Ely twins, Ely brothers,
Ely twins now. Yeah,
Ely twins.
That's what they're called now. We haven't.
Yeah, Dump and Truck. Those guys are massive too.
They already beat them.
They burnt that too soon. That should have been a SummerSlam matchup.
SummerSlam. It should have been at SummerSlam on Sunday.
Yeah. Should have been a pre-show match.
SummerSlam. Okay. So
no, that probably would be honest. Authors of Pain versus Dump and Truck. That's probably better than half of the pre-show matches on SummerSlam.
I didn't like the Authors of Pain versus Heavy Machinery.
Really? I thought it was fun.
Kind of crappy.
Okay.
But yeah, there are a lot of shitty SummerSlam matches. Don't get me started there.
Yeah.
There are plenty of shitty SummerSlam matches.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather see every TakeOver match before most of the SummerSlam matches.
Yep.
I mean, Big Show and Cass again.
In a Shark Tank.
With a shark tank.
Cage.
A shark cage? Yeah.
Shark
Tank. Oh, God, please stop. This is the NXT podcast. Stop it. I can't deal with all this negativity today. We just reviewed the countdown, and God, that was horrible enough. So, earlier today...
Well, before we move on, so does this change your thinking on who is going to win or lose that match? Because you got the reveal of Eric Young. I feel that if Sanity was going to win, that the reveal of Eric Young probably would have been more important at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
SummerSlam NXT.
Right. I don't know. I still think the authors are paying of retaining.
I think so too. I think had Eric Young not have come out, that maybe they would have won.
Saved it for
Saved
takeover.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
And like now, how does this work? Is it still Dane and Wolf that are the tag team?
They're the
or-
ones that held up the titles.
True, but I mean, if this is like the New Day, is it Texas Tornado? How's it work? What is it called?
No, that's a match.
Freebird?
Freebird rules.
Freebird rules. Freebird.
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 Like the burrito place.
Yes. Oh, copy infringement.
Yes.
Mm,
The burrito place is the one that copied it.
yeah.
Freebirds were a tag team from like the 70s,
Yeah.
80s.
WWE should think about suing them.
So what were you saying?
I was just
Kinda
saying.
like in the middle of a sentence.
No.
Oh, like Nikki Cross could defend it too.
Maybe. Why not?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So then we go to earlier today, and we see the iconic ones, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, and they're making a video explaining how to put on makeup.
I would have watched the
Please
video.
tell me this is. Please tell me. Defend this segment, Josh.
They're
they-
cute. They're funny. I
Oh,
would.
this is how you put on makeup. And then they see Ruby Riott behind them. And then Ruby Riott walks away as they make fun of her. And that's it. That's it. That's the whole segment. Nothing happened. It was so pointless.
I'll be honest.
So one of them's going to fight Ruby Riott next week. Great. Who cares?
I thought that Ruby was either going to
Come from the
come
other
back
side?
or from the other side
me
and
too.
like kick one of them in the face or
That's
something.
what I thought too. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. I was waiting for it, but yeah, I was disappointed.
What a pointless 2 minutes we had to watch there.
Yeah, but you got to see them. They're hot.
One of them is.
Both.
So next up, we have the debut of the Metro Brothers. What?
That sounds like a weird tag team name.
You think?
Yeah. And the funny thing is that they're just dressed in white shirt and pants. I thought that, Metro is like metrosexual.
Well, yeah,
that they
but
were going to be like Breeze and Fandango.
What the fuck?
That was very strange.
It's the debut of the Metro Brothers, but it's also the debut of the Street Profits.
Yeah.
Which also known as Josh's Snapchat.
Yes.
By the way,
And they're still
you're
promoting
both,
it.
you and the Street. So the Street Profits finally made a Snapchat.
They did.
But since you took Street Profits, they have to be Street_Profits. I can't believe, like, you're actually
Yes.
affecting a tag team in NXT right now.
That's right.
That's hilarious.
And they had to actually go out and tell people what their Snapchat
Yes,
name is.
because everyone else is adding you.
they are.
By the
I'm
way,
up to
you're
nearly
both-
1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
By the way, you're both of you are posting every day, and you're pretending to be them. So like sometimes I'll see Street Profits and click, and I'm like, I can't tell if this is Josh or them. Like today, you posted like Chick-fil-A, and you're like about to get that breakfast game on or something like that, and I was like, is it them or is it Josh?
It is great. And then
That
tonight,
was funny as shit.
I'm going to be going to Booker's T's show.
Breakfast of Champions.
Breakfast of Champions.
And it's like that looks like Angelo Dawkins, the emoji.
Right? But I mean, they're going to get more
Spread
confusion.
the word. What word? Oh, Twitter. What did you? What Twitter address is it?
Yours.
Oh, the street.
yeah,
Oh,
no.
the fake Street Profit.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, we
should
didn't tell
also
them
mention,
that. Yeah.
Yes, so we should also mention Andrew now.
I piggybacked
Yes.
off of Josh's idea, and since there wasn't a Street Profit Twitter account,
Why not?
I made a Street Profit Twitter account.
And it's gaining some steam. What are you up to, 30 followers
Something
now?
like that.
Yeah, and I feel like someone accidentally tweeted you thinking that they were
Oh,
Street
Not somebody.
Profits.
Multiple people have been like, great debut. And I'm like, thanks, bro. Yeah, it was awesome.
It's so awesome.
And see, like, I always, you know how there's like fans, like, and obviously we're doing this as a joke, but there are
Yes.
people that do this on Twitter. Like, let's say someone's a fan of George Clooney, and they'll make a George Clooney Twitter account, and they'll pretend they're George Clooney, but they'll do it so that people like message them and tell them how great they are. Like, you know what I mean? It's like mentally ill people that do this, you know?
Interesting.
Like they actually
Get stroked by it.
right.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of funny that we're doing this now, but we're doing it In a
We're not
troll,
doing it
in a troll way, really.
We're not doing it. I didn't do it for troll way. I did it so I could eventually get a job. That's right.
Hey, you guys want your Snapchat name?
Snapchat and Twitter, if those are valuable to you, I mean, me and Andrew, we're still looking for jobs.
Street_profits, that's not cool when you tell someone, hey, add me on Snapchat, street_profits.
I do wonder if next week if they come back out or if they do another promo, is it still going to have my Snapchat?
Right.
Or are they going to fix it and finally put it _profits?
And then hashtag fuck you, Josh.
No, but so
I have to give it to you. That was fucking genius.
Amazing, right?
I can't believe.
And the funny thing is like it's not like we were talking about it for weeks before I actually did it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I don't understand.
We still don't understand why their gimmick is that they're on Snapchat, but there wasn't a Street Profits Snapchat until you made one.
I agree. So the thing that confuses me, because I
like
really try to find this.
I feel like you might have convinced them
Maybe.
to make a Snapchat. Like Matt Bloom, who's the head of NXT Performance Center, is like, wait, someone made a Street Profits Snapchat? Fuck, we got to make one now because people think that that's the real ones.
Right. I'll tell you one thing, because I talked to Alex this week. I was trying to figure out, because I added the other Street Profits, Angelo and what's the other guy's name? Angelo and Montez Ford.
Yeah.
So I added them in the hopes that maybe they might want to on Snapchat.
And they added you back.
They added me back.
And they're viewing what you post?
Yes, so they view everything that I post.
That's awesome.
Yes. So, because I'll look and, it says like the friends that view it, and it'll say like Street Profits under all of them. So anyway, I tried, I was hoping they were going to reach out, because I tried to reach out to them. They never responded, because I was just like, hey, I don't remember what I said to him, but I said something. And then I was hoping they were going to finally reach out to me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Or something like that. But I talked to Alex, and I was trying to figure out who runs NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who can I say, like, who's actually running their Snapchat account? I was like, who runs NXT?
Because you see they've posted on Snapchat. There was one of like Angelo Dawkins in his car.
Yeah.
So he's running it.
Yeah.
He's logged into it. Obviously.
See, but now the thing is like, now that we have this Snapchat, I don't really know what to do with it. And we're getting, like I said, we're almost at 1,000 followers.
No, we gotta you gotta post like a picture of the podcast logo.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that right afterwards.
Listening to my favorite podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like there's very few NXT podcasts out there, but this is my favorites. Something like that.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know what to do with it aside from that. I'm just gonna keep on collecting followers until they stop. Yeah, I don't know. God. So if anybody has any suggestions on what we could do with it, let me know.
We need to do something that gets them angry to like message you like, what the fuck, man? We don't do that. Like,
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Like, about to go watch this chick flick. We like chick flicks. Yeah. And, like, well, we don't watch chick flicks.
Going to a country music concert.
Yeah. Oh shit, we just got arrested for drunk driving. And they're like, what the fuck? And then it like becomes a story on the internet, like Street Profits arrested for drunk. Well, they snapped about it.
Well, see, I keep on looking because I can see everyone that follows me, and I'm trying to see if there's anybody that'll follow me that's like, an actual news source or something like that. Like Cage Side Seats follows you, or the Figure 4 online follows you. I'm sure they do. Yeah. I'm sure they do. So far, tons of people are following me. I'm not sure if anybody.
I think that hurts me on Twitter. Is I don't have the blue check mark like every other WWE superstar has.
Sure. Yet.
Yeah. I don't know.
You just started, Andrew.
Well, Twitter changed. It used to be you had to have a ton of followers to get a check mark.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's people with like 10 followers and they have a check mark if you're with the right corporation.
Yeah.
Because, I applied to get a blue check mark for the podcast. It says you have to have a website to go with it, which I do. We have what'swrongwithwrestling.com, but I never got a reply from them.
You need to talk to Garrett. Garrett got everyone up here a blue check mark except for me.
Well, like the full-time people, I guess, but
Alex had a blue check mark for other things. Yeah. But Josh Beard had
he was full-time.
Still, I'm just saying, you should talk to Garrett.
But that's because it's CBS Corporation. You know what I mean?
Sure. I didn't get one.
Well,
Matt Hammond has one.
They gave it to the full-time people. At the time, he was full-time, so.
He was, yeah.
I mean, look, it's a blue check mark. Is it really that big of a deal?
It's not. But I'm just saying, if
you
want
said don't trust anyone that doesn't have one. So.
Oh yeah, don't trust people without blue check marks. Those guys are trolls.
You don't have one either.
Oh shit.
But what did you think about the Street Profits debut?
We've talked about all this other stuff. Yeah. But no.
Oh right, they had a match.
That's right. It's not just a promo anymore. It still was a promo.
Yeah, I was disappointed they didn't bring their swag cam with them.
Right.
What's with the red cups? I don't understand what is with the red cups. They're like,
know.
oh, they're thirsty. They need a drink. What the fuck was that?
He's had that at different live events too.
Yeah.
That's part of their gimmick, I guess.
What is with the red
They're
cups?
always drinking and partying, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it also it's embroidered. Street Profit cup or whatever.
Right.
So it's merchandising. I wonder how much that cup costs.
Oh my God, they sell the red cup?
I'm sure they do.
No.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, maybe they will.
But anyway, so like when they first came out, I was really confused. Like not by that, but like I had so many moments where I thought like, hey, the Metro Brothers, they might actually win. No. Like when they came out, I was like, they've been hyping this forever, but I've had so many memories of NXT hyping people before and then losing.
Maybe they did it again with like what they did with
Dan
what's his
Matha.
name? Dan Matha.
Yeah, I was like
Dan Matha, and then Samoa Joe just beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And we never saw him again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because when the Metro Brothers came out, they were like, yeah, these two guys tag teams coming from like really really high up places. I was like,
but to be fair,
I don't remember them saying that.
But to be fair, that was the first time. And I think it's the first time in the history of wrestling that they hype someone like Dan Matha and then he fucking just gets his ass beat. Like,
true.
What the fuck? I've never seen that before.
True.
That's why I gave them a lot of props for it, but I don't expect it to happen anymore. You know what I mean?
Now it's always in the back of my head. So I guess they've done it. They did it. Well, no, because they did it to the Ely brothers too. But the Ely brothers didn't have as much hype.
I don't think they hyped them.
Yeah, they just came out one day and then Joe destroyed them both.
Beat them up too.
Yeah. But anyways, I thought it was a good match. I thought they both showed some really athletic moves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Montrez Ford, I thought he was really good.
Right.
Like Dawkins, he was the same guy as he always is.
Cups. That's stupid. You know, don't be so silly.
It's their gimmick.
Don't be that over the top.
It is. They were over like we're over though. I mean, they got a massive pop when they came out.
Yeah.
And then they had people. I don't know if they were plants or anything, but still, I mean, there were people's signs and red cups too.
They're probably handing out red cups.
I'm just saying, for whatever reason, that gimmick is working for them.
Yeah. Because I don't think you can't really just go in with a cup to a stadium, you know, or an arena.
Yet.
Right?
Yet.
I'm sure they gave him, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, Montez Ford picks up the win after hitting the frog splash. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you follow Street Profits on Snapchat. That's just Street Profits, nothing else.
The original Street Profits.
That's the real one.
The original.
Yeah.
Real or not, who knows, but we're the original Street Profits.
That is true. Yes.
Those guys are the pretenders.
Right.
Yes.
So next up, again, the show had some highs and lows. This was definitely a low. But they show a video from last week of Hideo attempting to attack Alistair Black outside the arena last week, but Black avoids him.
Because he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, like he charges at him, and then Alistair Black just ducks, and then Black kicks Hideo into like the wall, and then they just get split up really quick, and they're like, and Ronaldo acted as if like, you know, there was a riot or some shit, like nothing happened. And then they announced that they're gonna face each other to take over Brooklyn. Now Alistair Black already knocked Hideo out the week before.
So Hideo's gonna win.
No way.
He's got he went over.
No way.
He went over live.
No way. They're making Alistair Black look so amazing that he can't even get attacked from behind. You understand? That was the whole point of the segment. Hideo tries to attack him, but nope, you can't even attack me from behind. Like the Undertaker, you could attack the Undertaker from behind. But they're making this guy like, you know, they're kind of making him like the Undertaker in a way. Like,
which is why Hideo's going to pull off the shocking win.
But what's the point? Hideo's not going to be a big star in NXT. He already had his title shot. There's no point. They're not building up Hideo anymore.
He gets the massive win. He goes straight to the main roster.
He's going to lose, and then Cloud, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Why are you here?
Are you going to go back to Japan yet? When are you going to go back to Japan, you Japanese guy? Why are you here? We already have Nakamura. Do we really need another one? And then he's gonna say stuff, and we're not gonna know what he said.
Oh, speaking of Nakamura and Asian people,
okay.
So today Kenny Omega and Okada today wrestled, and I just want to say again, yeah,
for the third time.
Apparently, yeah, I guess they do it a lot. I don't know, but anyways, I saw the finish to it. It was pretty fucking amazing.
What was it?
I don't know how to describe it. It was fucking amazing.
Who won?
Oh, Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Apparently, it was the first time an American won or something like that.
American won what?
That beat the.
He won the New Japan title.
Yeah, so now he's going to defend it in America.
First American to win it.
I don't know. It was something like that.
No. They had a U.S.
Something confusing.
They made a United States title. He won that, right?
Okay, that might have been what he won. Yes,
I think so.
But anyways, I just want to say I understand why people enjoy Kenny Omega and.
Was that another hour-long match?
I just saw the finish. I don't know how long the match was.
Well, what happened in the finish?
It was. I don't know how to describe wrestling moves. It was great. It was.
Did it end with a stupid short arm clothesline?
No, it was weird. Like he picked him up for a pile driver, went over his head, and then slammed him into the mat.
Uh-huh.
It was really cool.
I've seen highlights of their other matches, and it's just spot fests.
Yeah, I'm sure so was this one. I mean, it was a high spot.
Again, like there was I saw like the end of the first one where like Okada tombstones Omega as a setup move. Like that's the setup move, not the finish.
Yeah.
And then he hits like some shitty fucking move for the finisher, and it's like that's the finishing move, really. So
yeah.
Come on.
No. We're just talking about Asian people, and while Kenny Omega is not an Asian people,
He's not an Asian people.
He's not an Asian person. He does wrestle Asian people, and it got me going in that direction. So I don't know. Maybe he would eventually be good in the WWE NXT.
Okay.
Well,
you know Cornette wants nothing to do with Omega.
Does he not?
Because Omega once wrestled a blow-up doll. And I think lost. I think he lost too.
I saw apparently he was freaking out recently about you know that guy who has
Joey Ryan?
The one with the dick, right?
McFoley.
Yeah. And he flipped McFoley with his wiener.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
It is stupid.
It's fucking stupid.
But apparently that made Cornette have a conniption.
Yeah, I mean Joe and I have performed, and Eric, we've all performed for Doomsday Wrestling, which is a comedy wrestling show.
Sure.
So like we're not professional wrestlers; it's a comedy show. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that's where you would do it at a comedy show. That's not a comedy show. We don't even do that. It's not even that ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Joe and I, our finisher as the Bunny Boys. I don't know if I told you before, but like we both get on the top rope. Our opponent's in the middle of the ring, and we both jump down. We don't hit the person, but our kinetic energy from jumping makes them fall down. Like, you get, like, we jump off the top rope.
Like a shockwave?
Yeah, like a shockwave. Like, that's like, and then they go, oh, and they fall. Like,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's a comedy show.
Now tell me this. You're a wrestler, and you're Mick Foley.
Yeah.
I'm Joey Ryan. And the promoter comes to you and goes, hey, Mick, you know what? I'm going to need you to grab Joey's dick. That's how he's going over tonight.
I think Mick knew what he was getting into when he went there. I mean, the show was in Ireland. So Mick knows I'm going to grab that dick. You know what I mean?
I just don't understand.
Nah, I don't know.
How did that become... I know. Yeah.
Indie marks suck. And they, you know what I mean? That's the biggest issue wrestling nowadays. It's a bunch of indie matches, spot matches, and you just kick out of everything.
I agree. But I would love to know, as weird as it is, I would love to know the history behind the dick and how
What's the history? The first one you could see, he did it like I think he was I don't know if it was in New Japan, but he was fighting another wrestler. I don't know if he was a Japanese guy or not, but that's where like it first happened.
I don't mean like that, but I mean like his
why
thought,
he did it?
Yeah, like the thought process. Like, why did he think
He got famous? Now he's famous, and he makes a lot of money from it.
Okay.
He made him famous. It made him money. So it's smart on his part.
All right.
Because before that, no one knew who the fuck Joey Ryan was.
And now people pay to see him flip
now his
people with
dick
his
is over on the indie circuit.
Right.
And now he's making money. He's getting paid. It's like a big attraction now.
Fair. Okay.
So, it was smart of him, but I'm not a fan of it.
I wasn't either. But,
Because it's a real wrestling show, right?
Right.
So you have Joey Ryan do the dick flip, but then you have the main event, and then we're supposed to take the main event seriously?
Right.
Look, WWE has done the same thing with Santino Marella being a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Hornswoggle, all that bullshit where it's like there's so much ridiculousness. Now, it's cool to have comedy. Like, the Fashion Files is funny, and it's not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Although they're taking too long to reveal who attacked them, but
they'll never do it.
But still, it's funny if the comedy's good. And it's not, you know what I mean. Like if it's somewhat clever.
Yeah.
But like Santino Marella for the most part was terrible. Like Hornswoggle just going, suck it, suck it, suck it. Like, no, it's stupid.
Interesting. Okay.
You just have to know what to do. You have to know what's good and what's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Yes.
Yes.
WWE's had a lot of bullshit comedy. They've kind of. I'll give WWE some credit. They've kind of not done that so much recently, the last couple years. They haven't had, like, just the super corny stuff, Like I guess, like, Enzo and Cass, where Enzo's gonna, fuck the pizza or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a commercial, though.
Well,
so whatever,
tell me this, because we all know that WWE has changed. Now they're in the PG era.
Right.
But back in the Attitude Era, would the dick flip have been...
Fuck no.
You don't think the dick
Not
flip...
on WWE, no.
Okay.
No.
Because they had Val Venus, and
you
he was
still
the guy
have
that
to
was
sell
all about
it
his...
you still have to sell what's happening in the ring as, yes, it's heightened to like a ridiculous, but like, it's still somewhat believable. Obviously, you're not fooling anyone. We all know it's fake, but it's like an action movie. If all of a sudden the action hero starts flying and there's no reason why he's flying, it's not a superhero movie. It's like, how the fuck did he fly? That'd be like if we're watching WWE and then someone uses his dick, just like Joey Ryan does. Like, what the fuck is that?
Well, okay, on that same breath, what about the mandible claw? There was nothing really... What does that do?
Well, I mean, he shoves his... I don't know. He shoves his fingers in his down their throat, right?
Why didn't that make anybody throw up?
Because all wrestlers have great gag reflexes. Don't you know that?
Probably.
Especially the divas.
That's misogynistic, buddy.
Come on, it was a joke. Get over it.
Light him up, internet.
You know what? I thought of
misogyny.
a funny joke if I ever did stand up. And look, I'll say it right now. This is an offensive joke, so. If you're easily offended, and you're probably not listening to this podcast in the first place.
I don't know. Remember, we got the bad reviews, so I mean, he was listening.
Well, maybe they're not listening anymore. I don't know. Well, it's just like they said about Howard Stern. Like people would call the radio station and say Howard Stern. Like the people that like Howard Stern will listen for a half an hour.
Yeah.
The people that hate Howard Stern listen for an hour.
Right.
The people that call in and complain about him listen for longer. So there are people like that. Yes.
Agree. Yes.
What was I saying? No, I was thinking of a
joke.
I was thinking of a joke the other day, like if I was ever doing stand-up. And I don't know how, because sometimes stand-up jokes, it's better if you're in that setting. This is just a joke I'm just telling you, but there's no, you know what I mean? Like there's no setup for it. But like, it's something like, you know what? I really like MILFs. I really like MILFs. You know why? Because when I see a MILF, I know two things. One, they either love to fuck, or two, they're not really good at giving up a fight.
Giving up a fight?
Yeah. Or putting up a fight. Like they either love to have sex or they can't put up a fight.
Oh, I get it.
So it's like it's a rape joke. So it's offensive, but I like offensive humor. It's like Anthony Jeselnik. You know Anthony Jeselnik, the comic?
No.
It's very offensive, but I like him.
I
didn't have the joke all the way in my head, so I fucked the best part up.
You'll have to remember for next week.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Great.
But onto MILFs, I've come to learn that MILFs are actually some of the harder people to kind of crack into. I've tried to date a few MILFs in my past, and yeah, they don't it's not that easy.
Well, maybe you need to step your game up, Josh Reese.
Maybe that
Do
could
you
be
wear
it.
the Mr. Cool shirt? Do they at least see that? Hey, this guy's Mr. Cool.
Well,
I
no.
need to get with that guy.
No, I mean usually I'm already shirtless and we're
Okay.
in the
What?
middle of we're in the middle of trying to make passionate lovemaking, but like no, I'm just not ready. That type of stuff. I'm like, I'm very ready.
Maybe you should keep your shirt on then.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
the lights are off and that type of stuff. They can't tell. I don't know.
Are your socks? Are your socks still on?
Oh yeah, socks are on. Socks are on.
Look, you can see my chest, but not my feet. Jesus.
No.
All right.
No.
Let's move.
But anyways, yeah.
Jeez.
That was a random aside.
Yeah, what a great segment. I botched my rape joke. All right, so next up we have
We're still in NXT.
Well, you know what? One of my favorite Anthony Jeselnik jokes is, and again, I'm trying to remember it, so I hope I don't fuck it up. But he
Pull
said,
it up on the computer.
No, I remember it. Well, I'm not gonna play. We don't even have our headphones. We can't even listen to it.
Bloop,
We'd
bloop.
have to mute the mics, I guess. But no, it would take too long. I'm not gonna look up and find it. It's like in the middle of a set,
Okay.
so I don't know. But he says you don't know, you don't know anything about pain. You don't know anything about pain, unless you've had your child drown in a bathtub, and you definitely don't know anything about how to wash a baby.
That's true. That's true.
Like, it's really fucked up, but holy shit, that's funny.
But there's a nugget of truth in there.
So, like, when I see Jeselnik, I'm like, oh, and then, like, it's like the offended, but then you laugh,
Right.
you know?
It's a shock humor.
It's shock humor.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But it's also clever at the same time.
It is. Very funny. Yeah.
I love Jeselnik. He's
They
great.
should probably work on trying to wash plastic babies instead.
Exactly.
Work their way up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's transition into the main event part, which I don't know why. I
Wait, we're not in the main event yet. We still haven't talked about Bobby Roode.
that's the main event part, right? So that's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. They're not competing with ratings from anybody, right?
Right.
It's on a network. You pay for it. I mean, you pay for it. Again, I've told you multiple times that I will give you the password. Excuse me, and you refuse.
I don't want you to be subject to
You
any
think that'll affect your
laws
stock?
and agreement.
There's no agreement. No. 2 people are allowed to use one account. That's in the thing.
Okay, I'm deleting my account tonight.
You're a liar.
I am a liar.
Eric's the same way, though. Eric pays. He doesn't have to. Joe and I each have an account, and 2 people are allowed to use each account. You can use mine. Eric can use Joe's, and you guys don't do it.
I'm deleting it
That's
tonight.
stupid. Are you
I'm
sure?
deleting it tonight. Well, I think I already paid for this month. I might as well use it the rest.
You see what I'm dealing with, guys? It's just ridiculous.
Do you think
I might
can
as
get
well
a
give it to
refund?
one of the fans, make it a contest. Who gets my network password?
You should. You know what? You should do that like
No,
once
I
a
don't-
month.
See, that might be
that good.
an interesting. That might get
Legal.
get me in trouble. Yeah. Who wants my passwords? But yeah, they're not competing with ratings. So why is the main title segment in the middle of the show? I do not know. Now they do this on Raw because during football season, Monday Night Football kicks Raw's ass. So Raw puts their main event part, the main event segment during halftime. That's when Lesnar comes out during halftime, which is like 9:15 Central or like 9 Central, you know?
Right. Remember last
It's
year?
always halftime.
Well, last year when Foley was like, The Undertaker will be out at
9 o'clock.
o'clock.
Oh my God. At 8 p.m. Central, Stephanie says, you have exactly 1
Yes.
hour to bring The Undertaker here.
Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do
9
it.
o'clock on the dot. Dun. Dun.
Halftime.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Right? If only they'd
So
said, you
shitty.
have until halftime.
Right. Jeez. Oh man.
Yes, I concur.
And then what was the pay-per-view last year was the triple threat match between Ambrose, Styles, and Cena, and the pay-per-view opened with the title match.
Oh.
Remember that? It opened with the triple threat for the WWE Championship.
Interesting.
And I think it was because there was an award show on that night or either a big football game on that Sunday.
Like the ESPYs or something like that?
Well, no, the ESPYs is in the summertime, and this was like late last year.
Was it?
So I don't remember what it was, but something made them say, oh, well, fuck, we better put the main event on first.
Maybe the World Series or something?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember
If
either.
someone remembers, message us and let us know.
No.
Anyway, so we got Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre facing off for the first time. It's not even a contract signing. Again, it's always like, hey, sometimes we need a contract signing. Like Asuka and Ember Moon are having a contract signing next week.
But this was not.
But this one is not worthy of a contract signing.
Yeah, I was trying to see what they called it, but I guess they didn't call it anything.
I mean, they didn't call it anything. It's just a face-off.
Because like in SmackDown, they called it the Rules of Engagement or whatever for Kevin Owens and AJ Styles.
No, they didn't.
It was the rule.
I thought it was
Declaration of Rules.
I thought it was
something.
like Shane breaks the silent, or it was something like Shane.
Well, it was dumb either way.
Yeah, I forgot.
It was something stupid.
Then like Kurt Angle's was Kurt Angle comes clean.
No pun intended.
Yeah, seriously. So anyways, yeah, Regal comes out. He introduces Drew McIntyre first, then Bobby Roode, who comes out with security guards. And Roode says
Classic.
he brought... What?
Classic.
Yeah, he says he brought security to protect him from Roderick Strong ruining this match. Bobby welcomes Drew...
No, I just...
Didn't work! It didn't work!
By
the way, you were right, Josh.
Right. I cannot tell you how much I love how afraid Bobby Roode is of Roddy Strong.
I can't tell you how
so
much
funny.
I hate Roddy Strong.
Yes, Roddy Strong is awful, but I love how much Bobby Roode plays up that he is so scared of
he's
Roddy.
a good heel.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So Bobby first welcomes Drew back to WWE and tells McIntyre, you might have been the chosen one, but I'm simply the one. Yes. Again, I'll never get over like when his music's playing. It's like, and he's doing this with his hands. Glorious. And he just like flips his hands back. And yeah, it's great. So Drew then tells Roode that he thought Bobby was just putting on an act, but he actually believes all the crap that comes out of his mouth. And then McIntyre says that he will become the new NXT champion at TakeOver. And then Roderick Strong comes out to ruin everything. If you saw the look on Strong's face, it's like he was shitting his pants when he walked out there. He was just like, I don't know what to say.
Mr. Regal's going to fire me.
And then, yeah, Regal starts immediately yelling at Roddy, but Strong says, I'm not done with Bobby Roode.
Mr. Regal! Mr. Regal!
That's pretty good. It's your best breast impression you've ever done. Oh, my God. Keep going. It's great. Roddy says, this is actually, read this line here. I'll highlight it for you.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it as Roderick Strong.
Where is it?
You see it, the highlighted part?
Okay.
Do it.
This is about you disrespecting my wife, my family, and myself. And he challenges... Oh, and he
He's like retarded.
He's not retarded. He has a speech impediment.
It's like a mentally ill person with
Yes.
a speech impediment.
Yes,
Jeez.
and then you try to cut me off middle of it. Mr.
I told you, Roddy,
no,
this is
Mr.
not how you do
Mr.
things.
Mr. Wiggle, give me your second, please. Please, Mr. Wiggle.
Oh my God.
Mr. Wiggle, he made fun of my wife, my kid.
He tried to fuck my wife.
Mr. Wiggle. Mr. Wiggle.
Oh my God. That's the most you've ever made me laugh, Josh. You finally got it. You finally found your voice. And it's Roderick Strong.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
That was great. Mr. Wiggle.
Mr. Wiggle! Mr. Wiggle! Excuse me! Excuse me!
Oh my God.
He doesn't sound normal. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Probably his mom's fault. You know,
Maybe.
she shot his dad in front of him.
That could fuck up a lot of things, including
Mom!
yeah, Mom!
Mom! Jesus. So anyways, he challenges Bobby Roode to a fight, and Bobby accepts and says, I'll even put my title on the line.
Classic.
But you have to beat Drew McIntyre first.
He's so smart.
Regal then tells Roode,
I'm the one that makes the matches around here.
Make the match, Mr. Regal.
Mr. Regal? It's like a combination of it's like a little bit of the Water Boy in there, like Adam Sandler and the Water Boy. That's not it, Mama.
Mama say yes.
Yeah.
Mama say yes.
So Drew then tells Regal he wants the match. Roode tells Regal to make the match. Roode also says the NXT universe. He says, we are NXT, right? Yeah. And
I do what the NXT universe says.
Yes. So Regal eventually gives in and says if Roderick Strong beats Drew McIntyre next week, he will face Roode after TakeOver.
Which really means that this will be
it will be a triple threat. So what's going to happen next week? A double count out? Some bullshit like that?
Do you think Bobby Roode could come in and interfere?
But why would he do that? That would hurt himself, right?
To try to make McIntyre weaker for TakeOver?
Maybe.
Try to fuck him up more?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But after this segment, I'm like, okay, this is guaranteed to be a triple threat.
Right. No,
guaranteed.
absolutely.
Yes.
There's no question.
I'm not entirely sure how it's going to happen, but it's
Right.
guaranteed to happen because Roddy has to lose here.
Yeah.
I have to think, and it has to be something screwy. So where Regal's like, you know what,
I don't
fine,
think he's losing.
triple threat.
I think it's ending in some sort of bullshit fashion. You know?
But then, what would be the motivation to make it a triple threat?
If they get double counted out or something. No, you're right. I think Roode just have to come out and do something.
Yeah, he has to fuck something up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know what? If you don't respect me, you're gonna respect these two people in the ring or whatever. I don't know,
Yeah.
something bullshit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Regal.
You know what, Bobby? Due to your interference in this match, you will be defending your NXT championship against Drew McIntyre and Roderick Strong at TakeOver Brooklyn.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Regal.
Roddy, okay, I made the match now. Shut up.
I'm gonna bring my wife, my baby boy,
Everyone knows you're too small to have children.
my mother who shot my father's gonna be there.
My father's gonna be there.
What? My dad? Daddy? Papa?
Like, and they show like his mom and dad sitting next to each other, and the dad's just like this the whole time, like just staring at the mom, like. Oh my God, Mr. Regal!
Mr. Regal! Mr. Regal! I'm not done yet! Mr. Regal!
Oh my God, that was amazing. So, anyways, that's the show. Next up, Caleb Braxton interviews Johnny Gargano, and he just says he wants a match at TakeOver. Wow, what a great segment. You know, stupid. Next up, we have Oni Lorcan versus Danny Burch, part 3.
Oh shit, there was.
And
Yeah,
hey,
that's
if
right.
you like slaps, this match has a lot of slaps.
I feel bad. I feel bad because I said
This
I
match
wanted
was
to
way
see.
worse than their second one.
Yes,
Like,
I
the
said I
second one
wanted
was
to
good,
see
even
one.
though it had slaps and it was, you know, a lot of stupid kickouts. But
This is my fault. WWW universe.
It was all your fault.
This is my fault. That's my bad. My bad.
Uh-huh.
I'll take this one. That's my
Should
bad.
never have a third match.
No. No.
So in their last match, Lorcan put Burch in a single leg. I spelled crap. Look at that. I spelled it crap. A single leg crap. That's awesome. That'll be on the notes for the Patreon exclusive. He put Burch in a single leg crab, and what did Burch do?
Double leg.
No. What did he do in that match? He tapped immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Single leg crab? I've never seen anyone tap that fast before. This time, Lorcan puts Burch in a Boston crab, which is a double leg crab.
Yes.
And this time, Danny doesn't tap out. He fights through it.
He learned.
Oh, so 1 is bad, but 2's fine?
Well, you know, he learned. He adapted. He improved.
What did he have?
He strengthened his
What did he have
legs.
his trainer do? Give him a Boston crab for a few weeks?
Maybe.
Every day?
I don't know if you saw
Just hold it.
You didn't see all the video trainings that he's been doing on his Instagram. He's been working on Boston crabs for weeks now.
Yeah. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So Burch eventually just rolls up.
But if I was part of the NXT production team, that's what I would have did. Go ahead.
I think they did that once with maybe with Vince McMahon. They did it with someone, some workout video where it was like, you got to counter the stunner, like, because he was going to fight Stone Cold. I think it was something like that. I can't remember. Maybe it was someone else. But
you got to learn how to sell it better.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So Burch eventually rose up Lorcan for the win. And then after the match, Burch offers a handshake to Lorcan, but Oni slaps his hand away at first. But then he turns around and shakes his hand. And this is where it gets ridiculous. You know what I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
They shake hands. Burch, as a sign of respect, I guess, sits on the second rope and lifts up the top rope to allow Lorcan to leave the ring.
Like he's a woman?
Like he's a fucking woman.
That's a sign of disrespect.
I would have, if I was Lorcan, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? I can't
honest.
Leave the ring on my own power.
I'll be honest, because
That's not the same thing as holding a door for someone. Yeah, here you go. That's ridiculous.
No,
that was a little. What is this? A romantic thing?
It's womanly. No, I'll be honest.
Womanly.
I thought that because at the beginning, you saw him slap the hand away.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, heel turn coming.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna choke slam or whatever, something like that. So then he shakes his hand. I was like, oh fuck, okay. So then he pulls down the opens up the ring for him. I was like, oh, here it comes. He's gonna kick him through the ropes.
Right?
And I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I'm so confused.
Well, so then when Oni went to the other side of the ring, I was like, watch, now he's gonna fucking do it for him. Oh, you do it now. Now you go. And then they just walk to the back holding hands.
I was very confused by this.
Like if they were cruiserweights, the ref would be like, shake hands. They'd be like, we don't shake hands.
We hug.
We hug. Here. Oh, yeah. That's good. What the fuck?
We both like being the little spoon.
What the hell? That is indie wrestling for you times 1,000. They have a match, then they shake hands and hug and celebrate. What's the point of the match then?
I agree. It was very, very strange. I don't understand
why. The best feuds are the ones that have heat.
Yeah.
Where the guys hate each other.
This
is like, I love you too. Do you want me to pull the curtain for you too when you go out?
I just don't understand.
You want me to carry your bags for you? After I beat you?
Why couldn't they turn Lorcan heel? Why? I don't understand.
He looks like a bad guy, right? I mean, he's ugly. He's hairy.
He does look like who was the guy in Bullwinkle? You remember Bullwinkle?
The cartoon?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't remember any hairy guy.
I don't know why. I
didn't watch it that much, so I don't remember that much about Bullwinkle.
He just reminds me of the guy.
Bullwinkle?
Rocky and Bullwinkle. He reminds me of the guy without the mustache.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Anyways, and he was evil.
Right.
Yeah.
So next up, we have the main event for NXT is No Way Jose versus Andrade Cien Almas with Selena Vega in Cien's corner, which is the only reason it's worth watching because holy crap, she was hot.
Sure, she was.
Right.
Spoiler alert: she wins an award.
A bathrobe.
It was very strange.
Oh my god!
But no complaints.
Oh my god! No.
Spoiler alert: she wins an award later.
Yes, she does. In fact, she wins all of them, all of the best awards. I also like how Zelina manages Almas. Like, like he gets distracted a couple of times, he gets knocked out of the ring. She's like, what are you doing? Focus. Like she actually
fucking idiot. Yes.
She's all in as a manager,
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed this, but did you notice the how Cien Almas walked out to the ring?
How?
What was he missing?
His hat?
And the suspenders.
Oh, and this is okay.
No more fucking goofy hat. No more suspenders.
They should have had a video backstage where Zelina's like, he's like putting on his hat. She's like, what the hell is this?
What are you fucking doing?
You wear this stupid ass Mario hat? What are these suspenders? And she cuts them or something. And he's like, hey, puta, you puta. And then,
what are you doing? I can't do a Cien Almas. I can only do a Roddy Strong.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Meto Vigo. So Cien Almas gets the win after hitting the hammerlock DDT. And then after the match, Zelina Vega grabs a microphone at the announce table and says, if Johnny Gargano wants an opponent for TakeOver Brooklyn, he's got one.
And you know what?
Look, she's good on the mic, too.
Yeah. I don't know who's winning that match.
Oh, I do.
You think it's Gargano 100%?
No.
Oh, you think it's... Okay.
Gargano's like the ultimate jobber, you know, especially for singles matches. He's a super small guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know who's taller, him or Enzo. They're both very short, very skinny guys, you know?
Yeah.
I think Gargano will end up having a better win-loss record than Enzo, because Enzo doesn't have any wins as a singles wrestler. But
and he's a joke.
Right. You know, Gargano's obviously way more talented in the ring.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I think Gargano, maybe he'll be a cruiserweight. You know what I mean?
I think
There's
so,
no
too.
way he gets to the main roster without a tag team partner, right?
I don't think so either.
I mean, it is the main roster, right? But you'll be on 205 Live and that bullshit if it lasts.
We'll be able to see him a match or two here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's probably destined for the cruiserweights.
Yeah.
He'll be fighting TJ Perkins soon enough. TJP.
TJP.
Excuse me.
How dare you?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was the end of NXT. So, who is your worst dressed?
Damo.
Killian Dane?
I like saying Damo. Yes, Dane.
All right. I figured you'd take Dane, so I'll take the other hairy guy, Oni Lorcan.
Okay, sure. We'll split the difference.
At least Killian Dane had a vest on, so you couldn't see those nips.
No, he did not. He was
He had
hairy.
the vest on.
He must have took it
Yeah, but
off.
he has. Well, no, it wasn't covering everything, but you know, he had like the vest on. Best dressed?
Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega in a bathrobe. I don't know why you would come out in a bathrobe, a silk bathrobe, but please keep doing it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Worst moments?
Hold on, before we get there, if you're Austin Aries, how do you let that chick out of the house?
God.
Jesus. I'll be honest. Austin Aries,
See,
I would
and
be accompanying her everywhere she went.
The first time I showed you to her, you were like, me. You did your me. And now you're like, oh my God, why does he let her out of the house?
Well, you know,
So shut the
I'm
fuck
just
up.
saying, you know, now that I get to see her more featured in a prime role. Oh yeah.
She's gorgeous.
She's how they say a knockout.
Uh-huh.
Bada boom, bada bing.
And
That
I
was
love her
awful.
New York accent. Her New York accent's really sexy,
Yep.
you know? Unlike Carmella's, which seems forced, even though Carmella's from Jersey.
Yeah.
Or no, I think Carmella's from Boston. She's playing a New Yorker. Liv Morgan's actually from Jersey. But Thea Trinidad, a.k.a. Zelina Vega, is from New York.
Liv Morgan doesn't exist anymore.
She doesn't?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it's such a shame.
She wasn't even in the Mae Young Classic.
No. Well, none of the current NXT superstars in the Mae Young Classic. It's all the, you know, but
professional jobbers.
Right. Worst moment on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mr.
There you
Wiggle!
go. That was awful.
Roderick Strong.
Mr. Wiggle. Mr. Wiggle.
And best moment?
Best moment. You know what?
Before Roderick Strong came out?
No, it was right when Roddy Strong came out.
Right
and you
before.
saw Yeah, right like
Yeah.
the seconds
That's what I'm
before.
saying.
No, because his music came out and then you see Bobby Roode. What the
Oh,
hell?
yeah.
What the hell? Hey, everybody, come on.
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
security guys.
Yeah.
Get that fucking guy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he plays heel perfectly.
He does. He is the perfect heel.
And I think he would be a trash face.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know. It's just like seeing guys like that, like Kevin Owens, love him as a heel, but I've never seen him as a face. He was kind of pseudo face when he was with Jericho, even though he was a heel.
No, he was never face.
But he was like a likable face, you know, if that makes sense.
A likable heel, you mean?
Likable heel.
Yeah.
Likable heel.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's what happens with everyone. Look at AJ Styles when he was a heel, couldn't get a boo to save his life.
Yeah.
But that's what you do.
He was a bad heel.
That's
though.
what you do. You most wrestlers start as heels, and once they get over with the crowd, they get turned face. Like Randy Orton, I mean, he turned face once after Evolution.
He's
but
transfacial.
then he went back to heel. But then he got so over as a heel that the crowd was just cheering him like crazy, and they had to turn him face.
Interesting.
The Rock, same thing.
So you think that
Stone Cold, the same thing.
So you think Bobby Roode would eventually be a good face?
If he's around for long enough. I know he's 40 now, but hopefully he is.
Well, like I could never see Samoa Joe as a face.
He has been though. He was a face on NXT before he turned on Finn Balor.
Well, I must not remember those.
Him and Finn Balor won the fucking tag team classic. They won the Dusty Rhodes tag team, and then he turned on Balor after that.
Yeah, they did. Interesting.
But no, Kevin Owens could be. Look, that doesn't mean that for the most part of his career he won't be a heel. Like Orton's been a heel for probably half his career. Triple H has been a heel for most of his career. But Triple H has also been a face, and I actually like Triple H more as a face. We were saying that, me and Joe, earlier. I think Eric said that too. But yeah, we all like Triple H more as a face because he's funny. He's funny. He's a funny face.
Interesting. Okay.
He's a funny, good guy.
These are the more you know.
But no, this is eventually Owens will turn face, I think. And look, it doesn't have to be for a long, long time, but that's how it is. Everyone starts out heel. Undertaker. People say, "Oh, Bray Wyatt can never be a face." I'm sorry. Undertaker debuted. He was a heel. He was a zombie. How could a zombie be a good guy? Eventually, he turned face.
What was he as American Badass?
Well, that was way after. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But when he first debuted as American Badass, he was a good guy, and then he went heel as American Badass. Yeah.
Oh, here's the finish to Okada and.
How long is it? Because how long is it? Well, how long is it?
It's a GIF.
It's like 2 seconds. It's just like a pile driver.
It looks pretty fucking cool though.
It's like a Falcon Arrow.
But he's on top of his head. Like he sits on his shoulders and does that.
Oh, okay. Let me see. All right. Yeah, that's not. That's fine.
It looked pretty cool.
Why is Okada just sitting on his shoulders doing nothing?
I have no clue. But it looks pretty cool.
All right. Well, that's all for awards. I had, Roode and McIntyre before Strong came out for best moment, so.
Sure.
Or maybe it should just be Zelina Vega, like, coming out.
You know what? And to be honest, I like the way she is managing.
Yeah.
Like you said, like the stupid shit that he would do before that I think kind of annoyed everyone.
Yeah.
She slaps the taste out of his mouth to make him stop.
Yeah.
Even
now he doesn't bang 4 women in his bang bus.
He doesn't. You know what? I don't even know if he bangs Zelina Vega. Because she says my associate.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know.
But the guys say that they're a couple.
Who did?
The announce team, like, it makes it seem like they're together.
Said that they're a couple.
I feel like they did. What are they saying? The notes?
I don't know. I didn't hear that, but then again, I don't pay attention to everything that comes out of Ronaldo's mouth.
It's hard to. I'm sure.
Well, that's fine if you find it, but I guess they never really said how they know each other,
Yeah, they never did that.
It's like, who's that mysterious woman? So they never really explained it.
No, it doesn't say. Okay, but yeah. So, but no. Oof. I can only imagine what she's gonna wear at SummerSlam.
You mean Takeover?
Why don't they call it SummerSlam Takeover?
That's stupid. That's stupid.
You're stupid.
So anyways, what do you have for things we talk about?
Things we talk about. Well, we already talked about the dick flip.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
No, we don't need to talk about that again. So that stupid European Cruiserweight thing championship won't be defended, it seems.
European Cruiserweight?
What is it called?
The UK Championship? Yeah, I guess it won't be defended at
so I guess that's how they're going to make a little bit more time. Because I guess that was probably going to be, 20 minutes or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine so, right?
Right.
So I don't know.
I guess it will be a 2-hour show. Maybe.
So is there an official card yet? Like how many matches are on the? Well, I guess I'll pull that up.
The 3 title matches, right? No, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, we have 5. The 3 title matches, right?
Right.
This Gargano, Almas, and Alistair Black and Hideo Itami. That's 5. That's a 2-hour show.
You don't think there's going to be any more?
All the takeovers have been like 5 matches. So.
Oh, this is. I just want to double check, make sure there's nothing else on there. Matches. Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
No, nothing else so far. Okay. Interesting, Andrew. Okay, so this is something we could talk on. Things that we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So, a really big professional woman sports player gave Asuka a shout out for surpassing 500 days as NXT champion. Serena Williams gave Asuka a shout out saying she was unstoppable, untouchable, and undefeated.
Who said that?
Wait, nope. That was someone else.
Who said
My
that?
bad. That was Triple H.
Triple H said that about he's the female athlete?
No, Triple H said that about Asuka.
Okay.
Shit. I was trying to find the exact quote, but I can't find it.
Okay, then whatever. Who said it, though?
Awful.
Who talked about Asuka?
There was a quote about Serena Williams saying good things about Asuka.
Oh, Serena Williams.
And her now 502-day record as champion.
Damn.
Yeah.
Been that long? Jesus.
502 days.
All right, they need to end it. Ember's winning.
So you automatically think Ember's going to win now?
No, I don't.
I don't think so either.
But a title does have to change hands, right? And I can't see any of them changing hands right now.
Authors of Pain. They're going down.
I don't think so.
They're going down, Andrew.
I don't think so. What else you got?
So, apparently there is a rumor out there.
Ooh. There's a rumor?
There is a rumor that John Bones Jones will be at SummerSlam.
Yeah, well, I think he teased that he's like, I'm going to be at SummerSlam. So now people think he's going to interfere in Lesnar's match. There's no fucking way.
This people.
You dummy.
This people.
Oh, you dumb.
This people thinks that he interferes, and that's how Samoa Joe wins.
No.
You think there's zero chance.
So they're going to, look at me, UFC's going to say, okay, the UFC's going to be cool with all this. You're going to interfere in a fake match. You're going to fake beat up Lesnar, and then people are going to expect your actual fight to be real and take it seriously. There's no fucking way UFC would be cool with that. That's why, Josh. That's why it would never happen. Dana White would not allow it. If you have them fake fight on WWE first, and then you're gonna say, no, now they're gonna really fight in UFC. People are gonna be like, bullshit. It's not a real fight.
I didn't say they were gonna fight.
Yeah, they are gonna fight in UFC eventually.
Eventually, yes. I didn't say they were gonna fight at SummerSlam.
He's going to interfere in the match. You just said that.
Interfere. Doesn't mean he's going to fight. He can just screw him over.
Doesn't matter. Nope.
That's how they create heat for.
Nope.
And that's how.
No. No.
Dana White is owning sports right now. McGregor is in boxing. And now
UFC
isn't
really even involved.
Everything.
You know,
because
UFC's trying to get in on it, and they can't.
Listen here.
Is UFC in on it?
Listen here. On what? On fight. SummerSlam?
No.
Oh, on boxing?
McGregor, Mayweather.
I think they get like a small portion.
Nope. They're trying to.
Yeah.
They don't get it yet. They haven't got it yet.
I was talking with somebody who is pretty in the know with the UFC. And he thinks that they are getting paid.
He thinks. Where's the confirmation? Why wouldn't there be something official that UFC is getting money?
There's no confirmation, but there's no other reason for the UFC to allow Conor McGregor to do it unless they were getting something out of it.
It's a huge commercial for UFC.
Is it really?
Yes.
It's not really that big of a commercial.
It is.
You have a UFC fighter.
Who's bigger, Conor McGregor or UFC?
Conor McGregor.
There you go.
I agree.
Follow him to UFC. Oh, what's that? Oh, that guy was pretty entertaining. Oh, what does he fight? Oh, I don't really watch UFC, but you know what? I'll watch it now because Conor McGregor's there, and he was pretty cool in that fight.
I was told by this person that the UFC potentially is making around... Potentially is making around a couple tens of millions of dollars.
Okay, maybe they are.
Conor McGregor.
Maybe they are.
And I don't doubt it. I mean, I imagine Conor McGregor's take is much
million.
higher.
Yeah.
100 million, 200 million, something like that. I wouldn't doubt that the UFC is getting at least a portion of that. Not much. But anyways, that is not what I'm talking about. I was talking about SummerSlam.
Okay.
And listen, you cannot tell me that if Bones Jones interferes, that you're not going to get insane, rabid wrestling fans that are going to want to watch Bones Jones get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar in the
You think that's what happened?
UFC.
You think that's what happened?
I think so.
Jones would get his ass kicked by Lesnar?
I do think that's what would happen. Yes.
Jones is like, what, 28?
So? Brock
And
Lesnar
Lesnar's
weighs like
40?
100 more pounds.
No, not 100.
It's close. After Brock
40.
Lesnar soups back up from getting his weight cut, he probably weighs what? 270?
I want to see that fight. I'll admit. I want to see that fight.
Now, okay. Take your wrestling bias out of it and thinking that it won't happen. Tell me, if John Jones interfered, would you be more interested or less interested in seeing Jones versus Lesnar?
No, less.
You would be less interested.
UFC's real. That's the difference. You can't start the feud at WWE. Dana White's not going to let that happen. It would take the realism away from UFC. That's what's so great about UFC. It's like WWE, but it's real. Now, WWE did it the opposite way, and it works. Because you take it real, so it makes you think the fake thing might be kind of real. Because you had Brock Lesnar and Undertaker go face-to-face after Brock's fight at UFC, back in the day. And then they ended up fighting at WrestleMania. So it was like, that was fucking cool. Because they made it seem like, that's when WWE's cool, is when it feels real. Like with Samoa Joe's promo on Heyman, that felt real. Like, hey, Samoa Joe in the ring just feels like he's kicking someone's ass.
He does. Like Taz back in the day. I'm kidding.
Go fuck yourself.
But unlike, I was kidding. Unlike,
hi, Taz. Hi, Taz.
Funny, hilarious. Unlike you.
You know what? If you've been saying we should call out podcasts.
Yes.
If we were to do it, I would be calling out Taz's radio show.
I think
that's the one we should do. Taz, I want me and you in the ring.
I'll be Stone Cold Steve Austin, and you'll just be Taz. Remember when we were in the Alliance and you wore your Taz shirt and I ripped it off for you, you piece of trash?
So there you go.
And you dropped him on his stack of dimes he calls a neck?
Well, maybe he did later. Not at that point, but yeah.
Well, unlike you, Andrew, and everyone else that I'm sure is probably disagreeing with me, when we fill out our sheets for SummerSlam, I will be walking away with the belt this year because I will pick Samoa Joe winning via a John Jones interference.
Okay. Well, you just gave me the idea, so
you already told me no.
I don't like it. I don't know.
You already told me no. Look up some of the poll questions. While I
have the poll. Else. Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
So this says, which career first do you want to see John Cena achieve next? Break Ric Flair's record and win a 17th world title? Oh, no. Win his first Intercontinental Championship? Sure. Win the King of the Ring tournament? No, that doesn't even mean anything. Face Roman Reigns 1-on-1? No. And finally, battle The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Now,
that was the one that should have happened this year.
This is a new poll, and they just, like, WWE.com is like, oh, what's the biggest retirements of all time? And Undertaker was on there. So WWE's saying he's retired, but they wanted to fight John Cena. What the fuck? I'm just going to put Undertaker. I bet that's the one. No, it's break Ric Flair's record. Jesus Christ. The guy hasn't had enough. Can Shane McMahon be a fair referee at SummerSlam?
I don't think so.
Yes. Shane O'Mac is unflappable in the face. Unflappable?
Unflappable.
Unflappable? Hold on a minute. Unflappable.
Do you think Robbie Strong wrote that? Unflappable?
Unflappable means having or showing calmness in a crisis. That's not a word most people know. Nonetheless, the children that are taking this poll, no, Shane's history with AJ and current fiery relationship with Owens will cause issues. Obviously, it will cause issues. And people say, no, 69%, yeah, he's going to be a fair ref. Okay.
Interesting.
Should Dean Ambrose trust Seth Rollins? Yes, the architect won't burn Ambrose again. No, the lunatic fringe can never trust Rollins again after betrayed the Shield. I say it's 85% yes. 73.
So tell me this.
Who? Okay,
Hold on.
what?
So, because I listened to the podcast and I heard y'all, talk about it, but I don't think y'all kind of explained what y'all feel is going to happen next. So with Seth now playing mind games.
What is that about? I mean, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense. That's what
all
he
he wanted was to have his bro back.
Yes. So of course next week we're
it's
going
like
to
a
get
chick, like
right.
a chick when it's
now
like,
you won me. I don't want you.
No, fine. It's
yes.
like, oh fuck.
You made me work too hard for it. Forget
Seth
it.
doesn't even know what he wants, just like a typical woman.
I don't get it. So next week obviously it's going to start like Ambrose is going to like, what the fuck, bro? I tried to give you, you didn't want it. So I mean, like, where are they going from here? I don't get it. Because obviously they're setting up for them to be a tag team.
Right.
Why couldn't they pay it off at that time?
They want the moment to happen at SummerSlam.
They want the tag team moment to happen at SummerSlam?
No, they want the fucking Shield fist to happen at SummerSlam.
Okay. Okay.
So they had to think of a reason. It was a bad reason, but they had to think of a reason. They could have just had Ambrose still have cold feet for now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But obviously
I don't trust you yet.
But obviously on Raw this coming Monday, they're gonna get Kurt Angle's gonna say, you know what, you guys have been involved with Sheamus and Cesaro, so you're gonna fight them for the tag titles, and then Seth and Dean are gonna look at each other like, fine,
Okay.
And then they'll win the titles and Shield fist.
Okay. Because that blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, that was the perfect moment. It did not work.
Uh-huh.
And then the other thing that y'all guys talked about in the podcast, I know we don't have to rehash it, but I also am with y'all, and I was also very vexed on why both championships on SmackDown did not get changed hands.
Both champions were laid out in the middle of the ring.
Yes.
Unconscious.
Yes. And like, okay, man, I'll see you at SummerSlam.
See, I think Carmella's 100% cashing in at SummerSlam. There's no fucking doubt in my mind, right?
Sure.
Why else would you have Naomi versus Natalya?
Right.
Who the fuck wants to see that botch fest? Jesus.
But also, what about Mahal? I didn't get it.
No. Baron Corbin obviously should have cashed in.
Like y'all made the excellent point. There were no Singh brothers around.
No, they were backstage hanging out with Cal Penn from Harold and Kumar.
It made no sense. Mm-hmm. So I got one last thing on things we talk about, unless you have anything.
No.
Apparently the WWE per cutbacks are starting to cancel some
network shows.
WWE and
they canceled Edge and Christian
NXT shows.
They canceled Edge and Christian show.
Yes.
A-holes.
Apparently NXT Insider was canceled, which
the fuck is that?
I never knew about.
Did you see? Hold on, sorry, because this kind of has to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
What's that show? You know how they have that one like on the pre-shows for the pay-per-views? It's either Sam Roberts or that other bald guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know who's the bald guy? Do you know who he is?
He has an ESPN podcast. I can't remember.
Okay, so he also has a WWE Network show with JBL and Corey Graves. You seen those commercials for
Bring it to the table.
Bring it to the table. There you go.
Yeah.
And someone posted online, but one of their segments was, are there too many wrestling podcasts? And they're like, yeah, there's too many of them. All the, and it's like, oh, shut the fuck up.
And the one guy has a wrestling podcast.
And he has one.
Yes. Yes. But
don't you understand? That's what keeps people interested in it. Like that, the whole point of sports reporters and sports writers keeps people interested in the product.
How many people?
I follow Adam Schefter. I follow the Jets sports writers, even though I hate them, to get Jets news. Even though I hate the Jets right now, and I don't even want to watch their fucking preseason game tonight. But like that's what I do. It keeps you invested and interested.
Yep.
There's been plenty of people that listen to this podcast that said, this got me back into wrestling. By the way, it also got me back into wrestling.
Same here. I wasn't into wrestling.
Exactly.
I wasn't into NXT when I started, that's for sure.
I never bought a wrestling shirt as an adult. And since then I bought the Kevin Owens shirt, I bought the Ambrose shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I do want a Bobby Roode shirt. But eventually, maybe one day, but
I agree. No.
It got me way into wrestling.
Yes, there are not
this is
too
the
many
most
podcasts.
I've been into wrestling since I was a kid.
They should encourage people to be speaking about their product
Yeah.
at any level. But just lastly, some other shows that were canceled, as you mentioned, Edge and Christian shows canceled. And also apparently Renee Young had a show called Unfiltered. That was
They canceled all of her shows.
They did. Poor Dean Ambrose. He's the only one making money in that relationship now.
Seriously.
Yes. Oh my God. So I started watching Total Divas, and now, of course, Renee Young is in the season. So now I'm getting snippets of Dean Ambrose every once in a while, and Dean looks so cool.
What is this, last season?
Yes, it was last season. Yeah, it's so cool. He's so chill. Like,
wait, so what? How far are you into it?
Nikki is still trying to make her comeback, and this is before Brie was
how
pregnant.
many episodes are you in?
I'm like midway through season 6.
Okay, so I remember a promo from last year because they would always show the commercials on Raw,
Oh, about someone trying to break into Mrs. House?
Yeah, and was it Ambrose?
It was not.
What was it?
Actually someone. So
Bullshit.
Maurice.
Bullshit.
Let me tell
you. Remember my joke that it was Ambrose?
I remember
from like last year.
Yes, I remember.
Oh, it's just Ambrose. Oh, what a lunatic.
Because I just watched that episode last night. Let me tell you what happened. So Ms. and Maurice are at TV, right?
Yeah.
And Mrs. Mom, Maurice's mom is staying at the Mrs. house.
Is she hot?
I don't know. They didn't show her mom. But anyways, so they have cameras set up all over her house because she likes to check in on everything, whatever.
You know why I like MILFs, Josh? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So anyways, Maurice's mom calls and is like, oh my God, there's someone at the house or whatever. So they're checking the cameras like, oh my God, Mom, hang up the phone and call the police. And of course, this is while Miz and Maurice are on camera telling her to hang up the phone, all that stuff. But no, it looked to be a real person.
And who was it?
It was just a stalker, I guess.
Did the cameras have a camera on the guy?
No. It was just, you could just see the above ground shot of the guy trying to break in.
Bullshit.
Why?
No.
I'm just telling you.
Okay. Do you think it was real?
Yes.
So while the guy was trying to break in their house, there just happened to be a guy with a camera in a helicopter filming the fucking house at that point.
No. She has cameras all over her house. So
you said above the house, like
it was an above shot from like above, like on the roof or something like that.
Okay, well, you said above the house.
Well, that's what I mean, like a POV, but on the bottom, going down. Okay. Yes, because like in the beginning of the episode. We're done. No one wants to hear about this. This will be good because at the beginning of the episode they were setting it up about all the cameras being around the house, and Maurice was getting into.
So they teased
Yes, they were teasing it. It was part of the episode, I guess.
Totally real.
So Maurice was
total fake.
Listen, Maurice.
Total fakers.
Maurice was
total posers.
Maurice was getting into the pool with the redhead. What was her name?
Marie.
With Eve Marie. And she goes, wave to the camera. Mike is probably watching us. Hey, Mike. And then
he's jerking off.
So, seriously, that's what she says. Mike's probably watching us right now.
I would be too. Jesus.
It's funny. But no, you should watch. I think you would like Ambrose. Because you get to see Ambrose in like his real state. And it seems like he's
real state. He hates being on that fucking show.
He might, but
does he look miserable on the show?
Yeah, but he looks miserable while he's walking around in the back of the WWE too. Yeah. While you see him random shots. It's pretty fun. You should watch.
Okay.
But no, so just as we're giving an update, it's Nikki. Nikki is on the comeback, and she's just starting to take lessons from Daniel Bryan.
She has cum on her back?
Come back. She's trying to get on the comeback trail.
She's trying to get the cum off her back?
Comeback trail. So yes, I'm back into Total Divas, guys.
Oh, I'm sure everyone's excited.
Listen, there's a lot of chicks that listen to this podcast. I'm sure they enjoy.
Chicks? Did you just say chicks?
Chicks. I've seen some chicks.
Very offensive, Josh.
I can at least count on a handful of chick.
A handful of chick. Jesus. We got to get the fan questions, all right? I'm starting to fucking fall asleep here. Flats Daniel, best NXT wrestler, current or alumni, to never win a championship in NXT.
Ooh. Well, there's been
Dillinger.
like a lot of ours have won. Dillinger hadn't won, at least to our knowledge. I don't think.
No,
he
he
did.
hasn't.
Dillinger maybe. Because right now,
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. Yeah.
well, yeah, I don't remember him.
Well, I know it was before we watched, but I'm saying
I'll be
he
honest.
was in NXT. I mean, Dean Ambrose, I don't think won anything in NXT.
I'll be honest. I don't find Bray Wyatt that fun. I don't really like him. Maybe that's because I didn't really know the fun Bray Wyatt back when he debuted, and I guess he was really hot or whatever. But this version of Bray Wyatt that I've seen the past couple of years, not that interesting.
Because he doesn't do anything.
Well,
They don't do anything.
Can you see why I don't find him interesting?
No, I understand.
Yeah.
All
he does is dip, and that's it.
I'm bored.
Dip.
I'm bored with him too because they don't do anything with him, and all of his feuds are meaningless.
Yes. Yes.
They're not for anything. And he was a transitional champion. What a waste of talent. But no, he's talented. They're just not using him.
He was a trans champion?
He was. Kyrie, would Josh take a hairy backsplash from Damo 3 times? I like how he calls him Damo too. Or eat a Little Caesars pizza covered with his chest hair.
Ew. Well, one seems like it would hurt. Damo
So
seems like it would
chest
hurt.
hair with
I'll get the
toppings. Is
I'll
the
get the
chest hair?
backsplash.
Or just
Or.
stop being a troll. Third
Not a
option, he
troll.
said.
So I'll do that one because I was never a troll to
Eat the
begin
hair?
with. I'll stop being a troll. I was never a troll.
Narendra Bond, do you guys
I'm
understand?
a truth teller. Truth teller.
Yeah. The 9/11 truthers, they call themselves truthers, and they're making it all up. Narendra Bond, do you guys
Those guys are
understand?
trolls.
Do you guys understand what the burn it down gimmick of Seth Rollins is supposed to be? How does it relate to his character?
Oh, he burnt down WWE headquarters.
That's it. Yeah. The gimmick is that he's an arsonist.
Yes.
And that's
He's going to tag team with Randy Orton. They're going to burn down burial sites.
JDX, what do you think of John Jones interfering in SummerSlam? Yeah, we just talked about that.
Oh, JDX! Me and you're on the same page, buddy.
Well, he didn't say he likes it.
Oh, okay.
It's just a rumor.
Oh.
You didn't make up the rumor.
No, that
It's
was
been a
on
rumor.
me.
No, I saw the rumor a few days ago.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
JDX, let me know if you're on my side. Are you on team John Jones interferes?
Okay. Neil McCauley, 3 years ago today, Kevin Owens signed with NXT. Do you think the product is better now or then?
Damn, in 3 years, he's
It's-
went from NXT to
I mean,
champion.
It's obviously better with Kevin Owens.
Interesting.
You know? Look, 3 years ago, Batista won the Royal Rumble. So, yes. You know, the show's better now. The product's a little better. Although Randy Orton did just win it, but still.
I will
Batista
say this.
won it because he was in a fucking movie.
Was it the first Guardian movies?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They wanted to be the champion when the movie came out. That was the whole deal.
That's funny.
And then they had to change it because everyone Batista'd.
That's funny.
Batista.
So while this is Kevin Owens' 3-year anniversary in the WWE, I was recently watching the match here in Houston. You remember when he first won?
When he won the Universal title.
Yeah. So when he went backstage, he was giving hugs to everyone. You know, he's crying.
Yeah, I want to watch his DVD, by the way.
It was good. I didn't watch the whole DVD. I just watched one little segment or whatever. It was like 3 minutes long.
Online?
Yeah. But anyways, so like he got a big hug from Sami Zayn, breaking kayfabe.
Sami Zayn?
Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I saw that, yeah.
and he's like, this is for both of us.
Right.
And I do feel kind of bad. Like Sami Zayn has been pretty much marginalized while Kevin Owens has went way up.
Okay, but their talent level is up and down. I mean, Kevin Owens is up here talent-wise.
But
Sami Zayn's good in the ring,
good in the ring, yes.
but that's it.
But I'll be honest.
Kevin Owens is both.
I like Sami Zayn's goofy,
No.
weird gimmick.
No.
Hey guys, you come on, guys. I mean, like you do this, I'll do that. Yeah.
No.
I think that's kind of stupid
You
and
hate
funny.
you like Sami Zayn, but you hate Noe Jose. They're basically the same character.
That is not.
They come
That is not the
They
same
come
person.
dancing to the ring and they're
Not the
goofy.
Sami Zayn is just like, yeah, I'm enjoying life. I'm so happy and fun.
That's what Noe Jose does.
He's wearing a cab hat. The cab hat
Noe
is
Jose
kind of
wears a hat.
stupid. He does not.
Sometimes, right?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No way Jose is just
Same
evil.
fucking
I also
gimmick.
think he's Puerto Rican. That might be a
He
part
is
of it.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, it's probably.
No. I'm sorry. He's Dominican. He's from the Dominican Republic.
Okay, I don't really hate him for that reason then.
Jesus Christ.
It's only
Josh.
Puerto Ricans.
Jeb, which former NXT champion would you guys like to see get a heavyweight championship push? Big E, Bo Dallas, or Neville? Big E.
Tell me this.
Big E.
Tell me this. I'm not going to give him a Little Caesars upgrade because it's not really an upgrade to that question. But what is the difference between the heavyweight championship and what used to be the Universal Championship, the WWE Championship?
Nothing.
Okay.
I mean,
Nothing?
there is the WWE Championship and there is the Universal Championship.
But the heavyweight champion is the Universal Championship?
No.
No.
It's the WWE Heavyweight Championship and it's the Universal Heavyweight Championship.
But what was it before?
What? There was no Universal Championship.
It was
They
just
created it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was one. There weren't two belts?
No.
Okay.
When were there two belts?
I don't remember. I'm a
Since
new
you've been
fan.
watching wrestling, there weren't two belts.
There
Now
weren't.
they had no, this is before you watched. They had Cena and Orton. There were two belts, right?
Right.
There was the WWE Championship. Then there was the World Heavyweight Championship, which is the WCW belt, but they didn't call it the WCW belt. That's what.
Oh,
it
so
was, though.
World Championship and then Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, what's the difference
Then
between
they
those two? Can
Well,
only
one was the
can only-
WCW belt.
but like can only like big people win the heavy?
No.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio won it.
No.
Then they combined the belts. So Cena won both, Orton won it first. Then Cena won it back, and then Lesnar won it. And he was like, "I'm not carrying two fucking belts." So then they made a new, just the WWE.
That sounds like
belt,
Lesnar.
you know. Well, he has a point. That two belt thing doesn't work forever, you know. But so yeah, then they made since they had to have a main champion on Raw and they didn't have the WWE Championship, they made the Universal Championship, which is a stupid name and it's a stupid belt.
Okay.
Make one the Raw belt, make one the SmackDown belt. Who cares about the lineage of WWE champions? It's fake anyway. Who cares?
Well, I do mainly because I don't know, and I'm trying to learn.
But there is a lineage, but still, you could just have one be the. I mean, if you care so much about the lineage, but what about the tag team titles? There's no lineage there anymore because there's two tag team titles. Which one is the actual one?
You know what? Also, I want to know is there a database for like all matches that have ever happened? Like okay, so like if you go
WWE,
yeah, like let me break it down for you.
well, people
Break
have
it down.
yeah, but people post all the time like Cena's all-time win-loss record. So there must be a database, right?
That's what I want to
So
know.
I'm like, how the fuck did you get that?
Because like when you go on to his wiki, you don't see like the match breakdowns. But like if you go on to John Jones's wiki, you can see all the matches that he's had.
he doesn't have 2,000
I'm just
matches.
saying. I'm just saying. But
He's
is
got
there
like 30?
is there
maybe.
a place where I can find like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never looked. I've never cared to look.
Well, people out there, www universe, please.
Well, look, if
let me
someone's
know.
making this stat that says Cena has, 800 wins and 400
Right.
losses,
Mhm.
then obviously they're doing something, unless it's just complete bullshit. But
Right.
I don't know. Maybe there is. Because they're including house shows, stuff that does not fucking matter.
And that we don't have evidence of.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I would love to know like the.
But
I'd love to see
there's
that.
always, I mean, as far as the internet's been around, there
Mhm.
has been. I mean, Dave Meltzer, you can go to his website and he rates every like WWE pay-per-view match from like 75 or some bullshit, or not 75.
Yeah, but
stuff
like for
that.
instance, if I wanted to say like who's on a 4-loss losing streak in the WWE.
Yeah, well, no, because there's people that go to house shows, and there's always someone that reports who wins and losses, even though it's a fucking house show.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter unless someone's winning the U.S. title, unless it's a big deal, like when Styles won the U.S. title. But 99.9999% of the time, those house show matches mean absolutely nothing. But there's always someone reporting. You can always look up house show matches results. Like the last house show match or the house show. You can look up the results of those matches.
Well,
if
Dave,
it matters to you.
Dave, if you're listening, I'd love to look at your notes and I just kind of go through these things. So
Right.
hook a brother up,
Hook a brother up. Okay.
please.
Mick Lockyer, Pushfire Barry Roode gets added to the 4-way at SummerSlam. Jinder Mahal loses the title to Nakamura. Shawn Michaels enters the Rumble.
I think Andrew's pushing Shawn Michaels. But would you like this iteration of Shawn Michaels? 'Cause
No, I
he
would like him. Well,
seems
look, he's
kind
not
of-
winning the Rumble, right?
He seems kind of goofy.
Well, he doesn't have to talk on the mic. He just has to come out for the Rumble and throw some people out, and then he gets eliminated.
Super
That'd be
kick a
awesome.
couple people. and-
Yeah. He's not going to win. He'll
Mhm.
get eliminated. You could do that, Sean. But he's not going to do it. If he was going to do it, he would have did it at the Alamo Dome
Right.
back in January. So he's obviously not going to do it.
Is he a heel for not doing it?
No, shut up. I don't know. I guess push Bobby Roode, but is he gonna win if he got added last minute? He's winning, I guess, right?
It is a 4-way though, so it'd have to be a 5-way.
Well, he gets added to the 4-way.
Oh, added to the 5-way.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, that would be a fucking insane match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Bizzle, I'm currently at a conference call with my niece called. Oh, I'm at a conference called Otakon, and I want to blow my brains out. Do you guys go to any cons? Well, look, we were at Comic Palooza in Houston. We had our own booth. It was fun. I don't know what Otakon is. Let me look it up.
Otakon? It sounds like Japanese porn.
It is. No,
Is
it's
it?
not Japanese porn, but it's Japanese. It's like anime. It's an anime con. See,
Interesting.
Jay Bizzle, I wouldn't want to go there either. I'm not into anime.
Yeah, why'd you go if you're gonna blow your brains out?
He took his niece.
Oh, your niece is
I
into
have
anime.
a few friends that would love this shit, but I'm
I'd
not
probably
into
be
anime.
into it.
Nah.
I've watched a few
No, I
anime
mean,
shows.
look, if it's like a bunch of hot chicks dressed up in costumes, sure, but I'm not going to pay money to go look at that,
Sure.
Sure. That's
can-
my new favorite word. Sure.
You can find that on the internet. Sure.
Sure. AM, could you see Roode retaining a takeover for Strong to get the strap later and feud with a heel McIntyre? Meanwhile, Roode gets called up. No.
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 I couldn't.
Strong
I can't.
Cannot beat Bobby Roode.
I
for the
can't
title.
see Mr. Wiggle.
Yeah.
Mr. Wiggle, I just won my fucking championship.
Yep.
NXT championship. I'm so excited. I'm going to go
Juano,
home
do
and
you-
make love to my wife.
El Juano, do you think it was Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss that attacked Breezango?
Oh, my
Clearly.
God.
Oh my
Can you imagine the
God.
reveal if that was? People
and they're kidnappers?
People are like, oh my God, who are these fucking massive Italian guys? And then they just have the back says Tino and Sabatelli.
Mm-hmm. That's it. If it is Harper and Rowan, can we even take it seriously now that they've totally made fun of the fact that Fandango got kidnapped?
Tell me this.
'Cause,
Tell me this.
The Wyatt family once kidnapped the Undertaker and Kane, and it was taken seriously.
Whose question is this?
I deleted it.
Stop deleting it.
Well, I did. Hold on. I can only imagine what you're gonna say. El Juano.
El
Let
Juano.
me give you this upgrade.
Thank
Even
you.
though they're not paying me.
Thank you, Andrew. Andrew just gave you a Little Caesars upgrade, so you should thank him.
It's Mr. Vigo.
Mr. Vigo.
Give him a little
Mr. Wiggle. Mr. Wiggle. Stop it, Mr. Wiggle.
Stop touching me, Mr. Vigo.
Mr. Wiggle.
I don't like that, Mr.
Mr. Wiggle. That's naughty.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, you were saying, Josh?
Is there any tag teams that are not currently signed by the WWE that are, I guess, not legends, but maybe legends that could come back that would be surprising as a reveal for Breezango?
Well, I mean,
the Dudleys.
The Dudley Boys just left, though.
Yeah,
so that's
I
too-
wouldn't
well,
see
well,
them being.
Bubba Ray is still an indie performer. Devon's a backstage guy at
Yeah.
WWE now.
But I mean, at WrestleMania, they brought back the Hardys.
Yes,
Is
but
there
the Hardys
someone
were gone
else?
for 10 years?
And are there any tag teams that have been on
No.
the shelf lately? Because I saw that. Oh, another thing on things that we talk about that we
think
didn't
so.
talk about. Darren Young is now been cleared to wrestle again.
Oh, my God. One of the worst gimmicks of all time. Make Darren Young great again.
Yes,
And they went absolutely nowhere.
That
with
was awful. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to think of other tag teams out there that could, I can't think of any.
it. There's really not any. There's not any legendary tag teams, no. And it shouldn't be. It should be up and comer. It should be Harper and Rowan. They're not doing anything with them.
I agree.
It should be them. In fact, they were. I don't know. I don't know if it was before you started.
Heel
watching.
Zane and heel Diggler.
Dickler.
Dillinger. That was awful. Continue.
Okay. I don't know if you were watching wrestling at the time yet, but Harper and Rowan were a tag team, and they were actually
Yes.
doing the Dudley Boys 3D finisher,
Really?
and they were gonna win the tag titles, but then Rowan got injured and had to have leg surgery, so they didn't. So maybe they'll bring it back. But
Could you think Team 6-1 would just go to the main roster? But no one would.
6-1, and they're
No
gonna
one-
be the kidnappers.
Yeah, no one would know who they were anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of
That's why
reasons. I can't think of reasons.
That's why I think it has to be Harper and Rowan. Like,
Well,
who else could it be?
Does it have to be a tag team? What about if it was?
Shit.
What about if it was Kane?
It's one guy. Well, Kane hasn't even been around.
I know.
He's running for mayor right now. It can't be Kane.
I don't know. He comes back just to fuck with those guys.
I want to know the deal.
I don't know, Andrew.
I want to know the deal because he's still on there as like an active wrestler. So like he still has on his. Is he still getting paid? What the fuck?
Yeah, maybe.
It's still paying him. Maybe if you're Kane because you've been a company guy for so long. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. This is one of the biggest
Things we talk about.
This is one of the things that have been vexing me for a long time, as has been vexing everyone else.
All right, Krill Johnson, Pushfire Barry, Josh saying she's aight, sure, and I'm not a troll. Which one do you? Push?
I'm not a troll.
So push. I'm not a troll.
I think it's a question
What
for
a
you.
troll would push.
I'm not a troll. I'm a truth teller, truth sayer,
Soothsayer.
truth sayer,
A soothsayer.
truth sayer.
Do you know what a soothsayer is?
Soothsayer is a person that sells sooths, right? I don't know what a soothsayer is.
You just said you're not a troll.
I'm not a. Did I not just tell a truth? I told you a truth. I don't know what a truth is.
Okay, so Aaron Garcia has a question.
Aaron Garcia. Wait, where does that name sound familiar?
He's the one that hates you.
Oh.
Got us in a Comic Palooza for free, though.
He's the asshole that hates me. I got him. And he's the one that knows that one chick that looked at me kind of weird. And remember that chick that came up to us? And I was like, hey, how's it going? I was telling her, like, hey, do you like wrestling? And she was like, no.
And she just walked away, or yeah, you are weird. Your people skills are just weird. Like like an 80-year-old woman walks by, and Josh wastes a fucking business card on this 80-year-old woman.
She might give it to her grandson.
Hey, do you watch wrestling? Check out the podcast. That's what he would do. Check out the podcast.
Do you like wrestling?
Yeah. So Aaron says Red Dragon is officially in NXT. Do you think they could be the tag team to put on a good feud with AOP? I don't even know who Red Dragon is. I just looked them up, but it's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Both of those guys fought Alistair Black in their debut matches. So
now they're going to team up.
You might
to
as well,
beat.
right? If they're a good tag team, NXT needs tag teams right now.
Well, they have Tino Sabatelli, Riddick Moss. They're now pushing my Snapchat Street Profits.
Yeah.
They're getting more.
Adam Matherly, this isn't exactly related to NXT, but could you guys devote a special segment or episode to wrestling games? I would really love to get everyone's take on what the greatest was. I'm sure Josh would say WCW Backstage Assault because it's Josh. I never played Backstage Assault. I'm assuming it's bad, and that's why you're saying Josh would like it.
That's awful. I didn't know there were that many wrestling games, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's talking about like everything from like board games and stuff.
No,
like that?
video games.
Oh, well, I don't know, because they've been promoting that stupid one that's like Candy Crush.
I do want to do I do want to make a special Patreon video eventually of like all of us playing like the wrestling game together and throw it up on.
I would destroy you.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd use Ryback and I would win.
We'd be playing the new game. Ryback's on it. You'd have to create him
Oh,
yourself.
no.
Which people do, and and they do it well.
Okay.
I mean, you saw when I
Yeah.
brought it.
Could I be
and
Pikachu?
You could be Pikachu, yeah. Well, you're Pikachu, sure. Let's see. CJ, you guys should make T-shirts with actual 5-star reviews on the back from fans, and on the front it could say the perfect 5, even though Ty Dillinger is not on NXT anymore. That's funny. Let's see.
Good thought.
Alex Romero, Pushberry Delete, best Batman cartoon movie. Yeah, see, I didn't really watch many of the cartoon Batman movies. I actually watched Under the Red Hood. That was good. But I didn't watch the other one.
Assault on Arkham Asylum was pretty good.
What?
Assault on Arkham Asylum.
Oh, it was good.
That was good.
Ralph Klatt, do you think that Bobby is going to interfere in Roderick Strong's match and make it a yeah, that's what Josh said. Probably. Yeah.
What was this person's name?
Ralph.
Ralph? Me and you, buddy. Smart people. Smart people.
Christian King from the current roster, give me the most boring gimmick faction ever. Roderick Strong being the leader. Oh, my God. Please.
Mr. Wiggle.
Please.
Mr. Wiggle, this is my stable. I have... Who would be in his stable?
Kali.
Kali. Oh, of all time?
I don't know. No, I guess he said from the current roster.
From the current roster?
From the current roster?
I really want to know.
Oh, Baron Corbin. I mean, 100%
This is my stable. Baron Corbin and
Roman Reigns
and Kalisto and Otto Roman Reigns.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
What amazing!
Give us the match now. No.
Mr. Wiggle, we want a match against Otto the Pain.
Drew, Pushfire Barry, Josh getting the Street Profit handle, Eric's Come for the Beaches, Stay for the Beaches, and Joe's Glass Jewel. I like all of them. I can't fire or bury any of those.
I think you fire and bury Joe and Eric in some order.
Brian, he wants us to create DX, a new DX faction. We've done that so many times. I'd say I always wanted Ziggler, Seth Rollins,
what was this
Zack
person's?
Ryder.
What was this person's name?
Brian.
Or Andrew, can you break it down for Brian?
I just gave you 3 names, okay? And then I think we said Alexa Bliss for as the woman in DX.
She would be the China?
No. No, she wouldn't. No way Rich Swann was Roman Reigns cast as Aquaman in the new Justice League movie. I mean,
That's
obviously
funny.
he was. And why do you hate the Yankees?
That guy's not even Samoan.
Why do you hate the Yankees? When have I ever had Yankee hate on the show?
I don't know. You're a Mets fan, so you obviously hate the Yankees.
Yeah, but I don't remember ever trashing the Yankees.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't care about baseball as much, so yeah, I'm not a fan of the Yankees, but I don't loathe the Yankees.
Is there a Mets player not Mets? Is there a Yankees player you hated the most?
Dude, I don't even
Did you
know.
hate Roger Clemens?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hate Jason Giambi?
Of course. I hated Roger Clemens the most because he fucking threw the bat at Piazza.
Mike Piazza.
I mean, come on. Is he not an asshole?
He didn't throw the bat at Mike Piazza. He threw a pass.
By the way,
he threw a pass.
Who's in the Hall of Fame? Mike Piazza, not Roger Clemens.
And they both use steroids.
So fuck you, Roger Clemens. You're right. I do hate the Yankees.
He threw it past Mike Piazza. I never thought he threw it at Mike Piazza.
Now, bring up the Patriots, and I'll go on a fucking rant. But don't bring up the Patriots, please. Because now I have to watch another fucking Patriots Super Bowl this year, probably. Luke, besides Bobby Roode, who would you like to see as the WWE Universal or World Heavyweight Champion on NXT?
From NXT, I think he means.
Oh, there's not much.
Johnny Gargano?
No.
He'd make a great tag team champion, but he screwed that up.
He didn't screw it up.
It was Ciampa.
Ciampa did it.
I don't know much about Drew McIntyre, and
I guess I'd have to say Drew McIntyre because he's reinvented himself. God, he was a garbage.
I wish I knew more about him, but I don't know. I'm gonna go. Well, it's done. Right, it's done. Right, it's done.
Fuck you.
Mr. McMahon.
Degeneration.
Mr. McMahon.
Degeneration X, greatest hardcore champion of all time. I gotta go with Mick Foley. He was the first one ever, and he was what made hardcore. Fucking guy jumped off the cell for the first time.
Hold on.
It's gotta be Mick Foley.
Hold on a second, because I was recently watching this, and I meant to ask you this when I was watching it. Oh yeah, but I forgot. So the I Quit match with The Rock.
Yes.
Have you watched that recently?
Not recently, no. But
Not recently.
I know. I remember a lot of it.
So I was watching it recently, and I could have swore the last I Quit that Mick Foley did was staged. That Mick Foley was really out from all the chair shots.
No, he wasn't out.
if you re-listen to it, if anybody in the WWW universe out there, please listen to it again. I could have swore, because you can hear him say, I quit, I won't quit, Rock, whatever. But then when he says, I quit at the final end, and he doesn't move, that was because he was really out, and that was piped in, I quit.
Okay, so you want to know the real story? That was part of the storyline.
Please.
That was part of the storyline.
Wait.
At the beginning of the pay-per-view, listen, at the beginning of the pay-per-view, Shane McMahon was on commentary. Now, The Rock's a part of the corporation with Shane McMahon, with Vince McMahon, with the corporation, right? So your problem is you didn't watch the whole pay-per-view. You just watched the end. What did you watch on Instagram?
No, I watched the whole match.
So anyways, okay, but you didn't watch the whole pay-per-view.
No.
At the beginning of the pay-per-view, Mankind is being interviewed backstage. And at the end of the interview, he goes, and The Rock, at the end of the match, I'm going to make you say, I quit, I quit, I quit.
Yes.
So the corporation screwed over Mankind. When The Rock knocked him out, he held the microphone in Mankind's face, and then the corporation played that piece of audio.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Right. So.
Wow, I thought for like ever since I've been wanting to ask this for a while.
Now, it's like fucking Josh.
Wow, no, 100%. I thought that was like really like he must have like got knocked unconscious or something like that, and they were like, oh shit, we got to do something to end this.
Well, it's part of the storyline. He got knocked unconscious.
Because seriously, I mean, he was like beating the bejesus out of The Rock. Those are some out of Mick Foley. Those were brutal shots.
By the way, go watch in one of those documentaries. In one of those documentaries, they show a very young Noel Foley and his son and his wife, and they're in the front row in that match, seeing him get hit with those chair shots, and they're all crying. And Mick like says he regrets to this day that he brought them to that match.
Yeah. Wow. So he was lucid, I guess, huh? Well, lucid as can be, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
But no, the whole point of that whole storyline was that the corporation screwed him over again.
Wow.
By playing that, him saying, I quit, I quit, I quit.
Wow. That sucks. Went through all that damage. That was what.
Lose.
Fuck. See, that's the part of wrestling that always gets me. Like, God damn. Yeah. You do all that just for that.
Shane McMahon jumped off the cell just to lose. Mick Foley jumped off the cell to lose, you know. Shawn Michaels jumped off the cell to win. He won.
Damn.
No, it wasn't as crazy as what Shane and Mick Foley did. Mick Foley was the craziest spot because there was like no crash pad. He just went through that table, that fucking shallow table. When Shane did it, there was like clearly a crash pad there. I'm not taking anything away from Shane.
Yeah, it's still
did.
ballsy.
You know, it's still unbelievable. I'm just saying, Mick was fucking, you know, Jesus, could have killed himself.
My mind is blown. Mind is blown.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Damn.
Now you know. And the more you know, Josh. I don't know. How's the rest of it go?
I don't know.
That's it, I think. I think it's just the more you know.
The more you know.
Anyways, I got to get going because I have a Jets game to not watch. So I have to edit these podcasts.
I am still shocked. I'm telling you, I'm dumbfounded.
Wow. Just dumb?
Because founded. I watched that whole, and I watched it probably like, and I rewound it because I was like, maybe like after all these years, I broke the code. I know something that the WWE doesn't know. Oh, I thought it was so smart.
So, anyways, we're gonna do next week's recap a little early, either Thursday or Friday, since Takeover Saturday.
Can't even talk.
So it'll come out a little early.
Man,
what? Can't talk about what?
No, I'm still my mind is blown.
So anyways, until the NXT recap, make sure you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Give us a 5-star review. If you don't have an iPhone, you can listen to us on the Podbean app or Google Play. You can also watch the show at youtube.com/What's Wrong With Wrestling. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com.
Also, guys, please make sure to watch the commercial. That's all I'm trying to say. Always make sure to watch the commercial and click the link. If you can't if you can't support us on Patreon, please watch the commercial and share with a friend.
It hardly even helps at this point. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. You can also follow me on Twitter at Andrew Pisano.
And I don't have a Twitter.
And do not follow Josh on Twitter at Mr. Joshua.
I said do not.
But follow him on Snapchat at Street Profits.
Please follow me on Snapchat. Yes, tell your friends. Tell your mother.
Tell everyone about your favorite tag team, the Street Profits. And make sure you head to ProWrestlingTees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We got 4 T-shirts, including the Bunny Boys is now available on there.
What the fuck, bro?
People asked for it. That's why.
What the fuck, bro?
I said if people ask for the transfacial, I will put transfacial on there.
I
No
know
one asked
for a
for it.
fact.
Will you buy 5 of them?
I won't. Damn.
And you can also donate to the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
I'm
Because if you donate $5, you could also watch me, Joe, and Eric's review of Countdown, the horrible Dolph Ziggler movie. I will say we had a lot of fun doing that review, even though that movie was fucking terrible. Holy shit. Don't watch it, Josh.
I won't.
We watch it for you. We took the bullet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, yeah, there you go. There you have it. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Ow. Hit my nose.